May it please the court. My name is Ho Kai Liang. I am mitigating on behalf of the defendant, Hakim bin Azim. Before we move on, I will briefly go through what has been recommended by the prosecutor for the sentence of this case. Your Honor, it has been recommended by the prosecutor that the accused shall be liable to a fine not exceeding Rm 1,000 ringgit or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months or to both. For the offense under the Regulation 3.1 of the Prevention and Control of Infectious Disease Order 2020 by moving from one place to another place with an infected local area for a purpose which is not provided in Regulation 3.1 of the said regulation. Based on the prison record, Mr. Hakim was once convicted with the offense self-administration under Section 15 of the Dangerous Drug Act 1952. But for the past 2 years, Mr. Hakim has shown consistent motivation and determination to address his addiction problem. He told me that he has been ascertained from using such substance for the past 2 years. Your Honor, moving on, I plead to the court to put into consideration that Mr. Hakim has pleaded guilty at the first opportunity, and he had accepted the culpability, and his plea guilty in the first place had saved the time and the energy of this honorable court. Furthermore, Your Honor, relating to Mr. Hakim's offense relating mitigating factor, I submit that Mr. Hakim, this young man, is 21 years old when he committed the offense. Since March until the date when he was arrested, Mr. Hakim has been staying at home and keep the regulation which set by the government. For the court's information, Mr. Hakim is a person who likes fishing, and after staying for 1 month at home, he decided to go out for fishing. On 5th of April 2020, Mr. Hakim alone was found near a fishing pond at kawasan Kolam Changlun, Kubang Pasu, Kedah. When he was arrested, he was alone together with his motorcycle and his fishing rods. He was highly cooperative with the officer and went to the police station with the officer after knowing that he committed the offense. Your Honor, Mr. Hakim did not purposely or intentionally break the regulation. The reason being is that he did not notice that the movement control order has been extended to from 1st April to 14th of April. After being arrested, he expressed significant amount of remorse in his behavior and promised that he will not make such an offense again. Therefore, I submit that these remorseful remarks must be taken into account by the court in relation to Mr. Hakim's sentence today. Moving away from the offense-related mitigation factors to Mr. Hakim's more personal relevant mitigating factors. In particular, Your Honor, Mr. Hakim is a person of a good character and a person who loves his family. Regarding his family background, Your Honor, Mr. Hakim is the eldest son in his family, and his father passed away in 2010 when he was only 11 years old. Now he is the sole breadwinner of his family. He needs to take care of his mother, 3 younger sisters, and a younger brother. All his siblings are still studying at school. For the court's information, Mr. Hakim is the only member in his family who knows how to drive, and therefore every day he needs to fetch his siblings to school and teach them how to do their homework. Despite his young age, to his family, Mr. Hakim is not only the elder brother, but also playing the role of a father. Your Honor, Mr. Hakim is a hardworking and responsible young man. Previously, he worked at a C-Mart supermarket which nearby his house as an assistant manager with a monthly income of 3,000 ringgit per month. During last March, he becomes unemployed after the store ceased to operate due to the pandemic. However, he did not give up. Mr. Hakim continued to look for a job, and on the 2nd April 2020, Mr. Hakim received an offer from Tesco Jitra to start working as a manager beginning from 2nd of May 2020. Lastly, Your Honor, there is no doubt for the court to impose custodial sentence upon Mr. Hakim, but I would like to submit that this would have determined effect, a detrimental effect, not only to Mr. Hakim himself, but to his close families and friends. I will encourage the court to reflect all the offense-related and personal-related mitigation factors in the sentence today. Unless I can give any further assistance, and thus, I shall now conclude my submission, Your Honor. Much obliged.